Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Basically we're going to be following EG tonight and they're first up against the legendary Teal basically. And the damage guessing game that I've got for you today is basically guess the damage that you think Teal will do in the third game of this matchup. Guess the exact damage. So basically post your in-game name, your server and your exact damage guess in the chat, and yeah, maybe you win one of the March battle passes. I don't like this loading icon because I'm supposed to get a room invite. This is not hopeful. We still have a few minutes, so I'm not too worried. I can always restart the game if need be, but we'll see how it goes. Internet has been a bit derpy, so that's not been helpful. Does need to load though. It's not letting me click buttons either. I tried. Righto, restarting the game it is. So don't worry if you don't see anything just yet. That's normal, because that's to load in again. Last thing I need is this kind of stress. Let's see. Also means that we will probably load in late into the games, and that has everything to do with the fact that I won't be able to load into the maps beforehand. And this is just a bit too wide, so let's edit that. And that's a bit too far. Always have to adjust the screen size of Blitz. There we go. And let's accept that room invite, shall we? Teal already completely ready. Also, like, I will say stop guessing when the second game is ended for me. So that means that there's 5-minute delay on the stream. So you will miss some stuff there. Basically, you will hear me say stop guessing 5 minutes after I've said it in chat. But the chat is where it's important. I also like that pretty much you guys are all very confident in Teal winning. Judging by the guesses that are happening right now. So that's going to be interesting on its own. So yeah, basically it is a best of 7, which means that we have 4 games minimum, because the team that wins 4 games is going to go, well, through to the upper bracket. Because this is all like double elimination that we've been getting so far. So, all in all, it's been quite nice though. I think double elimination is a pretty good system. At the same time, round robin is, I think, still a better system to deduce who should go through to the next round. But it's kind of like wargaming can't win. They're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. Also, someone asked in the question, Defender MK1 good? I really like it. I'm not generally a fan of British tanks, but I really like the Defender MK1. So there is that. Let's see. So you still got like maybe let's say 8 minutes to make your guesses. Well, when you hear this, there's less. But yeah, when the second game is ended, that's when I'll type stop. When the second game is ended for me, that's when I'll type stop guessing in the chat. And we will see who wins the March Battle Pass. So again, just post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess in the chat. I will do this again for the second matchup tonight, by the way. So there's going to be another giveaway if you don't win the first time. Anyhow, with 30 seconds left on the clock, we see both teams are completely ready. Teal taking a T100 LT, a Yo, 2 IS-7s, 60 TP and IS-4, and an AMX 54. We don't see that very often. And on the other side, we see 4 60 TPs to 2 IS-7s and 1 LT. So let's see what's going to happen. Here we go. Really hoping we won't load in too late. My laptop sometimes has a little bit of issues loading in. So usually before the stream starts, I will make a training room and I will load into all the maps that we're going to go into. And then it loads in fairly easily. But now we will likely miss the first few seconds. Oh, actually on time. Woohoo! Let's see. EG splitting up a little bit. Last AFK going for a spot there where most of EG is heading towards base A. We see similar stuff happening on the other side, with the LTs likely to spot each other. Last not managing to get up there. Not sure if that was intention or if he just sort of like crashed into it. And now that he's been spotted, he is getting fired at, but he manages to not get hit. People are getting spotted now though, and we have base A that's being capped. Blue Steel looking to get a shot in, but not really going for it. They're letting Teal cap base A. Shots being fired. Base C now being capped to avoid the points going up too quickly. But overall, so far, this is a very patient game and it's very slowly building. Teal has a bit of a point advantage, about a tank's worth of points. So it will be up to EG to make a move there. EG spread out quite nicely with some campers at the back there. And let's see. Tiny little bit of damage done there. Nicolate has taken more damage himself. Blue Steel now taking a hit. They're in a bit of a particular position there. Carolate now going in to cap the base. But there's... They do... Oof. Big hits into Itachi there. Let's see. He is likely to get it though. And he does. And that will quickly turn the tables around. On Till there. Shots being fired. Not all that much damage being done right now. Blitz has retreated after losing quite a bit of HP there. Carolate losing a little bit of HP but getting a shot in as well. Iskral losing quite a bit of HP. So far not that much is happening. EG is content to hold. Till is needing to deduce a plan. But EG is bleeding more than I would have expected him to be honest. Let's see. He's not alone there. He has backup. Bounce on Yannitastic there. But in this case, it's definitely up to Till to now make the move. With EG having kept that base. And Yannitastic here is being kept spotted. So that's basically part of the new spotting mechanic. The 20-second spot. And that's very important here, because they will know, like, the whole time where he is. Till now moving in. Going after Carolate on one side. Going after Winch on the other. But that skin is not going to be... Oof, only one tank away. We are at 980 points. Till has left it too late to make this move. And EG wins on points. So that's the first match up and over. There we go. So let's get ready for the next one. One minute, 20 seconds left before we go into the second matchup. Second game of the first matchup, I should say. My brain is a little bit all over the place. Sorry, guys. It's been a busy few weeks and sort of like my body is breaking down because of it. Let's put it that way. So with 1 minute left to go, we have Till ready now in a T100, an LT basically. 1 Yo. 2 IS7s, a 60 TP, an IS4, and an AMX54 again. And on the on the other side, we see 6 60 TPs and 1 LT. Oh dear God. But yeah, let's see how that goes. We are on Rockfield still for the second game. Anything can still happen. It is a best of 7, so the first team that reaches 4 victories is basically going through to the upper bracket, and whoever loses isn't out yet, they will go through to the lower brackets. So yeah, as said, I will type stop guessing when the second game is ended for me, which will be the game that starts now. There's a 5-minute delay on the stream, so my saying stop guessing in the chat, you still have 5 minutes before you actually see the end of the second game. So keep that in mind as well, please. Let's go! Only 1 legendary camo for the 60 TP in this game, despite there being 7 60 TPs in this game. I do really like the camo though, it does look fabulous. That being said though, I mean, there's a lot of things that Wargaming does that I don't agree with, but the graphics department lately has just been on point. Like, there's so many gorgeous stuff coming. Last AFK now, not even going for that spot, but going straight for base B. Oof, big hit into Timon there. Last has to be careful though, because there's a 60 TP that is very eager to shoot him. But Itachi actually pulls back. Nikolai keeps him from shooting Last there, and that means that EG has an early cap advantage there. At the same time, no one is at base C. Base A is now being capped, but this kind of means that Toby can freebie cap base C. This is very clever gameplay by EG here. Until basically just they have a problem here, because now EG will have quite a big point advantage that is going to grow very fast. Teal's light tank has lost a crap ton of HP, so that's not going to go well either. And Itachi wasn't able to decap that base B. And that is very important as well. Shots being fired, Nicolate doing a whole 68 HP damage to Itachi here. Iskra has lost quite a bit of HP there as well. Having been spotted in that cat in the base there. Itachi losing a little bit more HP. And now we have Toby going to take a hit into... big hit into Iskra there. Who basically got caught unawares. So that's basically a big HP advantage and a base cap advantage. And a point advantage for EG. And this is going to make things very difficult for Teal. So let's see. It's up to Teal to make the move here. But it's actually EG that is starting a push here. Going to wrap things up. Not going to depend on the points. Not sure how the blue steel bounced on Yanitastic's bum there. He's probably wondering that as well. To be fair, IS7 armor is very troll. We have, ammo right there. Toby is being set up on the other side, but we are at 860 points already. Base A is now being kept. And even though Teal is capturing base C, it's not going to be enough. They have... camera derp, okay. They have taken out Toby, but base A is now being kept. That means that now EG has 3 bases. They will go after Nicolate probably. EG is not playing it careful at all, but they have 3 bases. As long as one of them survives, they should have this. We have lost, basically chasing down Timon there. And that's going to be the end of Timon. And that's 1k points, and EG has the second game as well. I like how this, like, show... GG. Very brutal game there. Damage-wise, it's not even that... I can't even see the combined damage, like, honestly, wargaming. Does it show that here? No, it only shows what I haven't done here. Okay, so that was the second game. So that means that... Okay, stop guessing. Stop guessing now. Oops, there we go. And you will hear me say this in like 5 minutes. So just going to copy that chat quickly to Word, which is where I save all of these chats with the guesses and all. Now this is weird, because the last guess I will count it, because on one chat it shows it after my message, and on the other side it shows it before. So I will still add your guess there, Spock. And I will look later how that's going to go. So we're moving on to Oasis Bombs. Teal taking a very different lineup now with 5 IS7s and 2 mice versus 3 60TPs, 2 IS7s and 2 LTs. Very, very different lineups from each other as well. The only common factor there is the IS7. Fanolate just going end game in the chat. So basically, people guessing now, your guesses are not going to count anymore. You're basically hear this in 5 minutes, but there will be another guessing game for the next matchup. So don't worry about that. You will have your chance. So let's go again. I expect this to load in late, mainly because of the fact that I couldn't check, because I had to restart the game, not gonna lie. So let's go. There we go. We're on time. I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe they finally fixed that stuff. Or my internet is behaving like it should. So let's see. We have the LTs heading towards the desert. And a bunch of the IS-7s are doing that as well. Only the mice are not going there. So that might be very tricky for the LTs. Who are spotting them up completely. Winch taking a big hit there though. That was excellent pre-aiming on Teal's part. Not gonna lie. And they're deciding they don't really want to be there. We have Carolade and Toby moving into base B. Carolade. This could be very tricky, not gonna lie. And I'm saying that word way too much. Base C is being kept. They are abandoning base B in favor of going after the mouse, who is bouncing shots because that is what a mouse does. The 60TPs are going to basically have issues dealing with all those IS-7s. Toby gets set on fire. The other mouse is arriving. This might not be going at all how EG expected. Itachi is low on HP, but Toby is nearly gone, and that's very important as well. The 60Ps on the other side, Blue Steel just got set on fire and taken out there. Toby is still alive, if barely. Itachi gets taken out. But this is not the game that Endgame envisioned, I can assure you that. Base B is being kept, not quite though. They are focusing on taking out that mouse. They're going over guns over caps basically. And there goes Orca and Delirium. Both teams have lost 2 tanks so far, but Toby is not looking healthy at all. Nicolate now being set upon. This is very clever gameplay by Teal. And I'm sorry I sound so surprised. But this is Endgame we're talking about. Now, however, though, Endgame is regrouping, and Teal seems to be too spread out here. Iskral being set upon from multiple sides. They have taken out Nicolate. It is 4 versus 3 though, in EG's favor. And Endgame is digging in. Toby is still alive. He might not make this game. They will want him. He does take a big hit there though. And Carolade is protecting Toby here. The LTs are arriving. And now Yenny Tastic is the last one left. But this was brilliant gameplay by Teal. Very nicely done. Even if it didn't work out in the end. And there he goes. He does take out Toby though in the end. Fantastic game. So I'm going to screenshot this. And then I will have to calculate afterwards how much damage they actually did. Because why on earth would there be stats for that? Eh? Honestly, I love the new graphics, but I do miss, like, vital information like this. I want to see how much XP someone has got, because that says a lot more than damage. And I want to see totals, because that just makes a lot more sense. But that was a very brilliant game. Yeah, I can do the calculations, garbage, I don't mind. 1 minute left. It is 3-0 full endgame, which means that there's basically they're up for match point. If they win the next game, then they're through to the upper bracket, and then Teal will be through to the lower bracket. They're not completely out yet. To be fair though, that was a very exciting match. This is basically, I hope to see more matches like that. Teal sticking with the same lineup. On the other side, we see a grill and a batchat coming around. We see 2 60Ps, 2 IS-7s, an LT, a grill and a batchat. So that's going to be very interesting as well. EG playing around a little bit with tank choices. And let's see. 16 seconds left to go before we go into the 4th game of this matchup. Potentially the last one of this matchup. Honestly, I'm hyped for you guys with the game that's starting for you guys now, because that is brilliant. Let's see if Teal can do something like that again. I would look at who's won in between the matchups, Anman. So you just have to be patient. Let's see. Endgame. Teal basically doing the opposite now, go towards the middle. Whereas Endgame is focusing more on the C side, capping base C, being more careful. The IS-7 is again going towards the middle. No one there to actually make them pay for that though. And it's pretty clear that Teal is going for base A, so that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to go. Shots are being fired. They are pushing. Shots are being fired from the desert as well. Delirium so far the only one that's taken damage. And they are careful here. Teal is careful. They've not even capped the base though, and that gives Endgame more and more an advantage here. Nicolate pulling back a little bit, which is a good move, mainly because he can't get rushed there much. Carolate taking a little bit of damage there though. So let's see. Itachi being bled a little bit. We have the lights in blue spawn. Base A now being kept. But Endgame has a big advantage here on points already. And they're content to just like hold. They've got all the time in the world here. They've got the points, they've got the bases, they got the game points as well. They don't need to do anything. It's up to Teal to make a move. And that's going to make things very difficult for them. So now basically we just wait. Yanitastic being bled a little as well. I hate that you can't see the special spotting stuff that the LT does. You can't see that in free cam here. Nicolate bleeding a little bit there. Oof. Itachi getting hurt. He is being focused, which is ironic to be fair, because most of the time the mouse get focus lost. But they are in tricky positions. They're now pushing on Nicolate though. But the grill actually does not land a shot. Nicolate is not going to survive this. And Toby is pushing forward to avoid getting caught in the same trap. And now we have Carolade who's being set upon. Itachi is almost gone. And there we go. Itachi is being ignored because Last is taking him out. Carolade not looking too healthy. Has to be careful. Yanitastic is being set upon there. We still have like the guys in the desert shooting Teal from there. And it's kind of like regardless of where Teal pushes, Endgame just sacrifices one of their own. Like now, Carolade is left to his own devices. But still alive. Toby is moving in to help him though. Iskral has been taken out. This is very clever by Timon there actually. He's holding very nicely. Says GG in the chat now though. They know that they're not going to win this game. And Carolade survives with 47 HP. Very clever gameplay by Endgame here. Just waiting Teal out. Very clever. So basically, that's the first matchup up and over. Endgame taking it home in a glorious 4-0. And let's see, do we know an opponent yet. We do not know, but we know it's happening in 40 minutes. So let's see. I'm going to calculate that thing now, because I'm going to start a replay for you guys, and then I'm going to start it. Let's see. I've got some really nice replays from Wild One's Helper, who, if you haven't subscribed to him yet, definitely do so. He streams a lot of tournaments as well, and he's just amazing. So I'm giving you that. And while I'll wait to click that. And it's loading in late because, yeah, the map thing. There we go, we double click and then you can watch and I can do the calculating thing. But yeah, Wargaming still definitely needs to work on the team results. Overall though, that game was just really cool. So the score by Teal on the third game of the matchup was 12,053. So I'm gonna go and work with that. And then just basically see who wins the first 5 passes. Again, I will be doing this again. So for the second matchup I will start it soon. But honestly, I'm genuinely pleasantly surprised by how well Teal performed the third game. That was like actually a very brilliant game. And seeing some fairly close guesses as well. So that's gonna be fun. So in the meantime, you're watching an epic battle in the T22 and I'm busy on other screens. There's a few guesses that are like very close though. So let's see. Also, fair warning, like, you can technically speak other languages, but I will not be able to understand what you've said, so I will not be able to respond or answer any questions that you have. So keep that in mind when you speak other languages in the chat. Some very low guesses as well. But to be fair, I didn't expect them to do that good either. Because, like, I'm not saying that they've deserved to be here. They've done what they needed to. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind, it's EG they're up against. EG is literally, well, is a champion for multiple seasons, for multiple years. Seven, 8, counting for beginners. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, I can't count. That's very promising. Not. Beautiful game. Couldn't really watch it. But obviously very well played by Jack here. And as said, if you haven't subbed to him, definitely do so. He's well worth the sub. Let's see, what else have I got for you? No, I think this tank is... I had a seasonal in this. Haven't played it though, because I hate it. And after this game, I'll check and see. I'll check and see who EG is up against and make the next damage guessing game. Again, I'm counting for beginners. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yay, I can count! Sort of. So I'm just going to put the guesses in order, because that's like... Basically what I do is I copy all the chat to Word, and then I... copy all the guesses from the Word file to another file. And then I put them in like the order of the height of the guess, let's put it that way. And then I edit in the actual guess. And then I see who's closer and who's furthest. By literally just calculating the damage difference between the actual damage and the guess. But like I said, there's a few people that are pretty close here, so that's quite nice. And by the way, if you have won before, you can enter for a friend. I'm not going to check if the account is yours, but you can only enter once per giveaway, so keep that in mind. And like I said, there's another giveaway happening soon. Let's see. Very close guesses here and there. Also some very far off. Oops. Let's see. 2 left to go, and they're actually the last 2 in damage numbers as well. So the damage done was 12,053. So that means I'm gonna take out my trusty calculator. And just do more calculating. Because it's very easy. It's so much easier to just do it on a calculator than try and do it by head. Like, we're not that far off with the guessing thing. I've got the first 4 that are within 1k. Let's see. Oh, between place 5 and place 6, there's literally 5 difference in points. Okay, so the winners of the first giveaway are from order of closest to not closest. Red Thunder, Sarsen, basically with both those names there's a bunch of underscores. Then we have Mystic LV, Murinka, and Tembilius, not sure how you pronounce that, but those are the closest guesses. So congratulations, you win a March Battle Pass. Also, just for the record, the Battle Pass will come like March 2nd or 3rd. So basically give Wargaming time to give it to you by then. I will hand in all the winners to Wargaming on time, trust me on that. Basically all you need to do is just wait, but it will come to you. If you haven't gotten it by March 4th, then message me. But until then, just be patient and wait. So yeah, congratulations Red Thunder and Sarsen and Mystic LV and Murinka and Tembilius. I'm just gonna go with Tembilius actually. And Mistborn, I am Mistborn. You were so close. You were literally 5 points away from place 5. But yeah, let's start the second one, shall we? Actually, let's see who they're up against first. Let's have a look. Do we know an opponent yet? Immor. And that looks like a pretty strong clan. We're going to guess the damage Immor does on the third game versus in-game. So again, you can win one of 5 battle passes. You have to post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess, and the 5 closest guesses win. Chats, here you are. Let's see. To win a March Battle Pass, guess the damage Immor does the third game of the matchup versus endgame. Post your in-game name, your server, and exact damage guess. 5 closest guesses win. Start guessing now. And again, once the second game is ended for me, I will post in the chat, stop guessing. And you have until then to actually make your guesses. So yeah, now we just have to wait another 24-ish minutes before we go into the second matchup for tonight. Let's see how the rest is doing. They've already had their games? Just making sure that there's nothing actually happening there. It could be that one of the team was AFK. That would make explain. Yeah, I'm going to guess that. Not sure who's streaming group 2. Jones looking good. Group 4 still undecided? Ooh. They don't know yet. That is still going. Also, if you've already won, like I said, you can enter for a friend. You can just enter like once. Like in this case, I see Mistake make another guess. But he's one, so you could actually enter four different, for like a clanmate or a friend or something. If you delete that guess, of course. So yeah, I mean, like you also hear my saying who's one with the delays, so there's that as well. The delay is actually one of the least fun parts about streaming tournaments. Let's see, let's give you another replay, shall we? I'm actually going to show you one of mine, which was hilarious to me, that is. This was actually, this was yesterday, and I was tuning with my trusty tune mate, Lord Kentius. And it was just, it's a ridiculous game, let's put it that way. But it was funny. So basically, I had a season on this tank. I would not really drive this tank voluntarily, if not for the season, and if just like whatever. And in this case, I see my meds are going to camp, so I decide to not go into that exact same spot and just be a bit more forwards. But this tank, like when I first grinded it, it wasn't as stupid as it is now. It was actually quite a fun tank, and it got really, really bad over time, and now it's one of my least favorite tanks. Like I won't actually mind the Defender, the T58 Defender that much. I just can't win much of it. But yeah. So I'm just being quite forwards here. I know that Andy is dealing with people on the other side of the map. And I'm just going to cap the base and see what happens. Not much has happened so far here. It's just very, very ridiculous game, this. Like also this, he's now peeking out. I can get another shot into me. He bounces on me and I'm like, whatever, I'll just push. Because why wouldn't you flank in the T28 proto? And the stupidest thing is, they're not even paying attention to me. Like this is games that make aces. And they're not so much because you play really well. They're more because the enemy isn't playing, basically isn't focusing on you enough. And I do find that really funny. So there goes the Pantera. We have the Emil that just fired. And I decide that I want him next. I have to be careful though, because the thing with the T28s, all of them, is that they can't really turn their turret all the way around. So that's always something to keep in mind. Let's steal another kill, shall we? And now I have boxes here. So he's actually bouncing on me because he's not aiming enough because I have boxes. And then I can get another shot in. I can't achieve him on the front, unfortunately. IS6 is being a bit derpy as well. Not sure what he's doing. And I just decide to go for the easy kill first. The IS6 is being very, very special. And I'm just like, I want the kill because I'm at 4 kills. So that would be a Ratley. And I get him. And Chamiri on the other side, never going to get him. But he does get killed, so that was beautiful. Like I said, this is a very stupid game. This is one of those aces that, like I said, you don't get because you play epically. You mainly get it because the enemy just isn't focusing on you, and it allows you to be brutal. That, and this tank is not too popular, which I can fully understand as well, because, like, yeah. All in all, though, it was a very funny game. Nice little carry there. Let's see. You were 478 points away, Wayne. So, not quite close, but not that far off. The closest one was Red Thunder, who was 447 points away. Which was also, like, not that far off. We've had games before with the damage guessing games where people were like 30 points away. That's also the main reason why I'm having you guess for the other team right now, because with endgame, no, they're not like godlike, they're not OP in that sense, but they are likely to win. So it's more interesting to guess the damage of the other team when you don't know how that is going to go than EG's damage. Let's see. I've got another. I'm actually interested in this. Let's have a look. What one's helper again? Let's see. T57 Heavy is one of the lines that I pretty much free XP'd. Because I really fell in love with the tank when it first came out. It's not nearly as competitive now as it was then. But it's still a very nice tank. I really should drive it more, to be honest. I just don't look at it that much anymore. So let's see. Cheeky shot there. And another one. And this is something that is very clever. Like, he's been shot by the 60 TP, which means that the 60 TP is now reloading and can't shoot him for a while. A lot of people, when they get shot, they actually pull back, and they pull back a lot. Even though it's actually a few safe seconds in order to get the shots in. Because he's already fired. Cheeky shot there. Ooh. That was a shot that I think he knew was not going to pen. He's now turning around. The waffle is moving in. Waffle is very juicy here. Very forwards. A bit lucky that went in though, with the trucks and all. Nice shot. He's having a very cheeky game here. I'm surprised he's getting away with so much, not gonna lie. The 100 LT is losing a lot of HP very quickly. And now we have the Hori that is moving in. And survives, but barely. And we're already 4k into it. This is what I mean. The tank can be absolutely lovely. LT has now been taken out. But so has the E100. And Wild Ones is actually a little cheeky here. I think he just wants to go in. No, he's actually going to ignore the 60 TP in favor of shooting the E100, which is technically a juicier target. Lost a lot of HP doing that though. But he can still take another hit. And the Jaeger is coming up behind the 60 TP now. And finishing him off. That was brutal. Poor guy. Someone just said in the chat, you were so lucky. And yes, I agree. Because this is the thing. Aces are part skill, part luck. You need the right kind of potatoes on your team. You need the right kind of potatoes on the enemy team. Basically, that's how aces are made. They're rarely made because you were epic and others were not. At least your enemies were not, I mean. But I find those damage grinding aces, like, this, technically speaking, this is a similar kind of ace. Because he's just in the right position. And he's not primary target. I'm a big fan of not being primary target because that makes all the difference. I also like the loading. Basically, the new graphics, they are really nice though. I mean, his damage by far is more epic than mine. Don't get me wrong. And he's by far the better player. But what I mean is that if you look at it from a game perspective, being in the right place and not being primary target is how you get big damage games. It's not just about camping at the back or getting an ammo rack or being very forwards. So yeah. Again, by the way, giveaway still going on. If you want to win a March Battle Pass, guess the damage that Immo does the third game of the matchup versus EG. Guess, basically post your in-game name, your server, and your exact damage guess in order to win one of the 5 March Battle Passes. Let's see, we've got time for one more. Also, by the way, if you want me to show off some replays, and I do need replays, basically I have a server, and on that server there's an well, it's called Spring Season Replays right now. But yeah, there's a channel full replays for me to show on stream. That is a very cool looking camo, not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, post your replays there. If it's an ace, tier 7 and higher, preferably. And like, there will be Battle Pass giveaways on every one of the streams. I will be streaming EU the whole week, and from tomorrow onwards I will also be streaming NA. I like how the scent is just like camping. This, however, is never okay. He can be reported for that. Bit stop motion tanks on the other side there. Oof. Very big hit there. Shame we couldn't actually see that shot properly. We have a Tiger 2 though, that's being a bit too forwards. Oh, he's making... Oof. He aimed a little bit too high there. Has to be a bit careful though. Lucky to get away unscarred there. Yeah, too much rock there. Is Tiger going to do that again? There you go. They don't have that many players left. Noise hit there. And so far he's still full health. So there are 2 guns down. And they might still get this though. Nice, there you go. Oof. That was a very big hit. Oof. Moved a bit as he shot. Fix your gun. He can still shoot you like that, you know. There we go, now he's fixed his gun. Four v 4. Things are looking up. It's a bit of a campy game though. E75 moving in. Oof. Oh, that was lucky. 3v3. E75 should have the waffle. Waffle has the tiger, so we just have the emu in the cave. It's not having a bad game, don't get me wrong, it's just pretty camping. Oh, this is a very, very lucky. Very lucky Isu. It's not known for its armor, to be honest. Legit surprised here. Nearly 6k damage. Very nicely done. There we go, 6k. Well done. Very nicely done. Game is being a bit derpy again. So now we wait for the room to be up, which should be soon. Let's have a look at how the... Do we have... There you go. Loka and Sparta are through to the upper bracket. Again, that doesn't really mean that there's anything wrong, because we still have the lower bracket to go and all. Oh wait, that's tomorrow. When is this happening then? Oh, we still have 15 minutes. That's the one that's happening tonight. Okay, so it's going to be... Whoops. EG isn't fighting anymore today, so it's the damage S does against Till. So that guesses still counts. I need to pay more attention, honestly, because it actually makes sense that this is happening now, but still. It's not really, it's the replay that's laggy. So yeah, it's the guess the damage Asp does versus Till. To be fair, this guesses still counts. Yeah. So just to put it clearly, I thought the EG still had a game to go tonight, but they don't. That's actually happening tomorrow. I thought we always did like the upper bracket first and then the lower bracket. Meh, I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, the guesses still count, so don't worry about that. If you make a different guess, by the way, do delete your previous guess. We still... It basically was the time that sort of like hinted it at me. Let's see. I'm gonna show you another replay, because we have like 8 minutes before the room is up. No. No, your guesses still count. You can... Ooh. Wow. That's a good typo. Remove. Your guesses still count. No, I can't type to save my life. No, I'm not playing on PC. I'm playing new replays. No dear. Anyway, all your guesses still count. All this means is just that it's like different teams that I'm looking at, and I just need to decide which team we're looking at, that's all. Aw, thank you, Detective Yeet. Also, kudos on the name. Yeet has become one of my favorite words. Like, for those that don't know, I'm a moderator on the official Blitz Discord server. And whenever I ban someone, I tend to say yeet. I do the same thing if I kill someone in game. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make... There's no reason for it, but it's a fun sound. I want to. That's all. A little bit too impatient with this shot there. So EG is playing tomorrow, not tonight. I believe I should be following the same group, so there is that. He's getting some nice shots in though. But he has to be careful with the AMX behind him. Who is actually not shooting him. God knows why. No, basically I just didn't pay attention to the dates. I thought we had the upper bracket finals first, but we actually have lower brackets first. Which is like, it's fine. Oh dear God. Like, my spelling tonight is just awful. There we go. Oh, I wish I could give everyone the battle pass, not gonna lie. One of my favorite pastimes as a CC YouTuber, moderator, etc. is to get people free stuff. But yeah, you will hear my replies and my frustration at my own chat soon. He does take a hit there. So if in this case I probably would have gone to the base just because A, the position around A is nice. Oh, hello. Premo, Premo, Premo. There you go. No. Especially in tense situation, I can advise you to sniper mode when taking your shots, just to be sure that all your shots actually go into where you want them to. There you go. Nice. Well done. Nice little quick game. And yes, there is a giveaway happening. Basically, like, the guess is, there's, like, on average, there's about between 17,000 and 18,000 damage points to be had in a tournament battle. And all that's happened when you guess is you basically guess, do you think this team will win or not? And you base your guess on that. So whether it's you're guessing for EG or Imor or Asp or Till, it doesn't really matter. Now you can guess if new if you want, but you don't have to. Because the thing is that like all your guesses are still valid. It's just about a different team this way. You can make a new guess, but then you have to delete your old guess. You can make a new guess, but then be sure to delete your old guess. Still for the third game, just different team names. That's all. There you go. You hear me say this in 5 minutes, but still. Oh, not gonna lie, the delay on the chat is always like the biggest bummer when it comes to tournaments. I love the matches. I love watching tournaments. But yeah, just be sure to delete your old guess basically if you want to make a new one. I'm not going to. Basically, if I find 2 guesses there, then no. If I find a retracted there, it's fine. But yeah. Room invite should be up in like a minute. Let's see. Goes to show how far gone I am, to be honest. I had a nap this afternoon. It was glorious, but it didn't really reset my mind enough. So I can just be sure to delete your old guess. That's the biggest thing here. That's all. There we go, room invite. So we are starting on Naval Frontier. Yeah. Detective Yeet just heard my reply on stream. But that's like with the delay and all, that happens. It's hard to interact with the chat and the viewers when you actually have such a delay. But it's mainly like the first time that you load in, it takes about 5 minutes for the match to start. So that's the main reason that we always have like 5 minutes delay, so that people can't stream snipe. Yes, thank you, Andy. Exactly that. My voice is 5 minutes delayed to the chat. Teal slowly but surely coming in. Asp already there with like the meta lineup with IS7s and 60Bs and 100 LTs. Oh dear. Anyway, still gonna be a fun match. It is the last matchup of the evening, I believe. Actually going to check that out. Oh my god, honestly, I don't trust my mind. Details, let's see. So on February, there you go. First lower bracket round. Yeah, I just haven't been paying attention. Then tomorrow, we have the upper bracket final and the lower bracket final. And the finals of the thing. So that's gonna be interesting. Still gonna do 2 giveaways of 5 battle passes for that though. So I just need to decide which matchup I'm gonna do those for. And then on the 23rd and 25th, I think we have like another. There you go. Like you get like more of the same thing. Another double elimination game thing with the grand finals on the 25th. Two minutes, 41 seconds left to go before we go into the match. Still is not complete yet. Maybe they thought they were already knocked out, I'm not sure. There's still a bit of time though to get the team complete. it's kind of like obvious what the meta is this season, and it's a bit of a boring meta, but at the same time, with the big booms and the potential ammo racks, it makes it highly interesting to watch. So when the second game starts for me, then I will type stop guessing in the chat. And then we'll see how it goes. Mods never get paid. We don't get paid for moderating the big server either. It's all voluntary stuff. But they know I love them. And that I very much appreciate their help. I mean, I don't get paid for doing these streams either, aside from like what revenue I get from YouTube. So there is that as well. But again, like I said before, I do this for fun. I do this because I like it. Till, with a very interesting lineup, we see an IS-7, 160TP, a Concept 1B, an IS-7, a VK-90, a Yo. And we are still missing one tank. They still have a minute though. Let's see, there we go. So an LT, 60TP, Concept 1B, another 60TP, a Yo, an IS-7 and a VK-90. Seconds left to go before we go into the first game of this matchup. I'm sorry for all the brain derps, guys. In the meantime, Windows wants to install updates, and I'm like, nope. Seconds left to go. And yeah, like, the goal is to guess the damage that's done in the third game. And then I'll look again at who is closest. And then there will be another 5 battle passes that have been given away. Let's see. I like the camo. I think it's a ratings camo, isn't it? Don't really pay attention. So yeah, we have Asp heading towards base A and base C and base B. Tail focusing on the B and C side. The real Husky moving to get that potential early cap there. Wonder if he's going to get away with that. But he's definitely going to try. Rick gets shot quite a bit there. Trying to cap base A. And Till is going to get away with capping. They keep resetting their base. See, this is the thing. There's not really a safe spot to cap base A in. And they're just bleeding him out at this stage. Oof! Timon just lost a whole lot of HP. Piglet has arrived there as well. Timon decides he does not want to be there. Oof! Oh! Oh! He has 20 HP left right now. He is not in a good place. And now they're going for him, which makes sense. And that's the end of Timon. That did not go as intended. A lot of damage having been done to Asp though. Both teams have a base. Tail has a big point advantage though, even if they have a gun disadvantage now. Rick is getting shot more. Still being bled. now we have Marco Bellinelli going into base B to try and cap that as well. He is hiding expertly though. He is going out of the base. Almost seems as if he's AFK there. I think he did go AFK. Oh dear. That's not very hopeful. Let's see. He's still AFK there. He has been spotted now. I think they will know that he's AFK. And now Marco is being shot. Which makes sense, because he's like an easy target, but you don't want to win like this. Oh, I feel for them. No one deserves to. There you go, he's back. He is getting the base now, but he lost so much HP for that. And Teal could just bleed him so much. He has gotten the base though. And that means that it will be up to Teal to make a difference here, to go somewhere. Maybe try and grab base B. That's going to be very tricky though. Marco lost so much health just being AFK there. Very slow going game though. And now we have Husky moving in. Going after that cap. Using the rock. Getting reset though. But he will keep them from getting points for it. So it will still work. He even gets shots in. Base C is now being stolen though. Very clever. And now we have the Yo moving in. Protecting base C there. And they really need that B cap. But he does... Oh! That's a game changer. Big hit there. But that was a definite game changer. VK moving in now. Oh, if he survives though. If he just survives. No, he does not, and now it's so close. Asp should have this. They need that. Oh, they get it with a kill. They got it with the kill. Two has it, but frick me, that was a close game. Fantastic. What a game. I do love it when it's close like that. Not gonna lie, that was amazing. One and a half minute left before we go into the second game. And after that I will stop the giveaway. Guessing thing. And no, you can only win battle passes for the... Well, by the way, by the time you hear this, you won't be able to anymore. But yeah, every stream this tournament season has battle pass giveaways. It's up to the YouTuber or Twitch streamer, I believe, to decide how to give them away, though. So that's the thing to keep in mind. "44 seconds left to go. We see Till now ready with an LT, 360 TPs, a concept 1B, an IS-7 and a Yo, versus 5 IS-7s and 2 Yos. That's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with that. 15 seconds left to go. And then we see what's going to happen in the second game of this matchup. Let's see. I'm probably like butchering some of the names. But Let's see. Asp going towards the base A-B area. The Yo's heading towards base B. Teal, however, going to the BC area again. And these IS-7s are very aggressive here. They're not going for the cap though, they are pushing. But the only one there is Iskral. And I think... yeah, they're going to cap A. And on the other side we see Timon going towards base C. This will give Asp an advantage though. Also with the spots. I think they really hope to catch someone unawares. That didn't happen though. Marco turning around. Delirium getting spotted as he crosses over, so he has to be careful now not to get crossfired. Let's see. Very closely aiming there. Both teams dominate about half the map. Neither is going for base B yet. Rux has to be careful though. He's a bit alone there. Now he has Delirium behind him, to be fair. And of course we have Timon. So far, hardly any damage has been done. But Asp has the point advantage here because they just capped earlier. So it will be up to Teal to do something at some point. But the Yos are in an excellent position to support the IS-7s. On either side. This is actually like... if you look at the way that they're positioned, the Yos are just there to offer cover fire. The base has been kept. They know they can't get shot at where they are. And you have now one Yo looking at each side. They're both ready to just be there. Very clever gameplay. And we have Piglet at the back there. Just to give some extra protection for... because that's their spawn, so they're more likely to be there at this stage at least. Delirium got spotted there. But so far not much is happening. Guns are being stacked. The IS-7s are being spotted. And now we have 2 tanks. Actually, they should not have driven through that cap, I think. They are going for one tank. They're going for both now. And now we're just entering a big brawl stage here. Concept 1B pulls back a little bit. Side Baby still alive. And now Marigold has been taken out. But there's a lot of lowish HP targets on Teal's side now, so they have to be careful. The Yos are in excellent position to provide cover fire. Side Baby has been taken out. There goes Itachi though. Kiyoyuro is not looking too healthy either. He gets taken out as well. Both teams have lost 2 guns so far. Concept 1B is too juicy. Gets taken out. Yannitastic still alive, but gets taken out as well. 4 versus 4. Base B is being kept. Delirium is on his own. And he has to be careful not to get shot too much. Piglet gets taken out. Timon arriving at the top there to give cover fire. Rick is the preferred target. He gets taken out. 2 versus 4. Teal has this, but it was close, and it was honestly for a very long time. It was Asp's game here. Delirium will get taken out here. He does. Neander Wallace being focused on and murdered. And now there's only Swissbot, who is of course not going to be able to get this Coloban off. And there he goes with the blowing turret. And Teal has the second game as well. That was a beautiful game again though. I really like how close these games are. And very well done to Teal for turning it around like that. So I'm going to type it into the chat now so you hear this. You hear this like 5 minutes later, but still. So much chat to copy though. Especially since I started it quite early. I like how I actually thought that Imo and EG were playing, but okay. So the next game is the one where the damage guesses count, basically. Any entry that you made before I clarified that it's actually different teams still counts. That's a lot of chat. Trying to copy it all before the next battle starts. Because that makes my life a little bit easier. There we go. Ah, damn. Chat derped on me. It didn't copy. That's not fair. There's more guesses, by the way. Just not after the last time I made the announcement thing. No, I can't believe the typos and the brain derps I'm making right now. It's really annoying me. This sort of stuff is frustrating. But here we go. In a near similar lineup. With lots of 60p's IS-7s, a constant 1P and an LT. So let's see. Can Asp pull it back? And Esteline has to be careful there. We have Asp moving into the town, whereas Teal is moving into the city. Sorry, Asp is moving into the city. Teal is moving into the hills. Base A has been kept. Thing is though that overall it is easier to hold the hills than it is to hold the town. And Esteline moving into base B as well to get that cap. Yanni Testic has been spotted. Anna hasn't. And for now they're leaving the concept 1B as is. See, they're quite spread out here. And that's the weakness of the city basically. Also, for those that are just entered the stream and are too late to join the guessing game, there's like 1 or 2 streams by me alone every evening, and every tournament stream has battle passes to give away. Marigold taking a big hit there. But right now, Asp has the advantage because they have 2 caps. But they're going to be hard pressed to hold the city. And that's the risk that they have. Marco holding in the hills. But like there's a lot of sort of solitary targets. And base B is pretty much left open. Till slowly rotating back towards town. And I think Bali is going to go for base B. Or maybe not yet. They do need to do something soon though. 800 points. Pali is now moving into the base. Simone taking a bit of a hit there. And they're stealing the base, which is very clever. I'm not sure it's going to be enough though. 130 points. 260? No. With 1 base, they might still get it, actually. They will need to take out tanks. They will need to get base A as well. And Asp just needs to defend that base. And keep them from entering it. This is the thing. He's just entering it. He doesn't need to do more than that. And now we're entering a big brawl. They are moving in. They are going for the cap. Piglet is nearly gone. He gets taken out. Excellent fire by Teal there. Focus fire. They are in that base. They're keeping him from... Oof, they did lose Pali. But they're keeping Asp from getting points. And now they have 1 base. Bases are being capped. Anna's the line might just make all the difference here. Kyo is being the leader as well. 950 points for Asp. They might still get this. They have base B. So if they keep their tanks alive long enough, 960 points. This is the thing though, it's all about the kills here. Base B and base C are going up for both. In this raid, Teal will still win. But holy blip, it's close. Again. Then Teal has it. So close though, again. Fantastic game. Damage wise, not too high, but more like it was a point game. This is the game where the points count though, so I'm going to copy that to my trusty Word document. And I'll be looking at that after the match is over. The matchup is over, I should say. 3-0 for Teal so far. They're up for match points. If Asp loses the second one, well, the next one, I should say, then they are out of the tournament. But they will have to win 4 games in a row in order to go through to the next stage. Whereas Teal just has to win 1 more. And to be fair, Teal is playing very cleverly. Honestly, I really love games like this. Because the games, like, I mean, I wish Asp would win too. Because they deserve it. They've tried so hard. But the games are so close. And that's pretty much what I love. Nick's Real Dad just asked me, could we please feedback to Wargaming to revert these end screens back to the previous update? I really like the new screens, but they need updating. Basically, they need to show XP, they need to show damage totals for the whole team and stuff like that. So it's not complete yet, but I like the way that they look. So Teal now ready with 2 60TPs, 4 IS7s and a constant 1B versus 2 IS7s and LT and 4 60TPs. And we are getting ready for potentially the last game of this evening. So let's see, second match on Middelburg. And there's been so many games now with these two, where it seems that Asp has all the cards, and then Till just pulls the rock right out from under the feet. It's really lovely to see. I do feel for Asp though, because they are playing really nicely. So now Asp is going into the hills. Anna is going for a spotty spot here. Spotting people going up. Oh, not sure he likes that. He takes the hit there. And we have Delirium now. Not actually going for the cap. Base A has been capped. He's now capping base C though. And once they have that, that will give them a big advantage. If he manages to get away with it though. Because that's the thing. Will he be able to cap it? And he does. Asp is moving in quite aggressively though. But the only one from Till not in the hills is the Concept 1B. Delirium is getting shot a lot. We have Anna Steline arriving at the back. Asp playing it brutally. Taking that first kill. And just moving on. Trying not to get shot too much themselves. Swissbot not looking too healthy. He does get another shot in. The real Husky is taken out. There goes Swissbot. But it is very clever this. Timon gets taken out. Anna Steline seems to be a preferred target, but is still alive. Gets brutally hit though, a lot. The real Pali now losing quite a bit of HP. Next in line, together with Moria. Oh, he manages to survive that just a little bit. He actually rams himself to death there. It is 5 versus 2. And this game is Asp's. Well done. Very aggressive game. But it caught them unawares. Oof. Big hits there. Kyo not being able to take out Anna. Anna basically the bait here. And now we have Jenny Tastic in the Constant 1B. The last one alive. And Asp is going to win this game gloriously. And it's not. And there he goes. It was beautiful. Again, like so far, these games have all been absolutely gorgeous. Very nicely done. So we're now out of the not yet, basically. Again, though, 2 is up for match point. They will be up for match point with however many games we get. So they just need to win 1 more. But Asp can win 3 in a row. And then they can still go through. But fantastic game so far. Really loving this. And well done Asp on biting back here. 1 minute left before we go to the new map Canal. And we see Teal now taking an LT, 4 IS7s, 3 IS7s, 2 AMX50Bs and a Vickers versus 2 LTs, 3 IS7s, 1 AMX50B and a 60TP. Very similar lines, but very different potentials. Beautiful games. Like, honestly, you can... These are the kind of games, like, if I get up at 3 AM to stream NA, which I will be doing a lot this week, it's those kind of games that make it, like, well worth it. Like, I know this isn't you, don't get me wrong. But when you get, like, intense games like that, it just hypes you up, and it's just... It's lovely. That is why I love tournaments. Fantastic. And here we go, into the 5th game. Let's see if Asp can keep this momentum. Because honestly, when it's this close repeatedly, I want more matches. More than ever, it makes me want a tiebreaker. As tournament streamer, I'm always a fan of tiebreakers. But when it's just this close, all the more epic. So let's see. Marigold seems to load in late. We have Till moving towards base D. Whereas Asp still has an AFK Marigold. And they're going full towards base A. First bleeding has been done. And that gives Asp a little bit of an advantage there. And Esteline now capturing base A. Whereas Timon is capturing base D. But A is being kept by 2, so will be kept fast. And it will just give a little bit more of an edge towards Asp. Points wise. Rick being quite forwards there. That is always a bit dangerous. I always call like this whole zone here the no-go zone. Because once you're in it, it's very difficult to get out of it. Rick holding carefully. Hey Fujit! Fujit is another tournament streamer if you don't know yet. Honestly, you should know that. And obviously, if you haven't subbed to him, definitely do so. He's an absolute gentleman. And a very lovely streamer. The AMXs are going all the way around. As is Timon. This is interesting though. He's going for the campy spot. For the red spawn. To camp people. Asp having some serious issues though when Marigold goes AFK for that long before. And Marco having been AFK a previous match. I always feel really bad for that because like getting outplayed is one thing, but losing because technical issues is just awful. So right now not much is happening. And we are just waiting. Piglet now holding base A. The LTs have moved. Timon is in an excellent position here. And we have these AMXs that are just positioned nicely to provide cover fire if need to. Like if they have a target, they can get their clips in. So let's see. Not much happening right now. Everyone seems content to wait. It will be up to Till to make a move though. Because they are behind on points, if barely. And here they go. They're going through the middle, having been spotted. So they know that they're coming. And the AMXs are pushing on the other side. Oof. Rick taking a big shot there. Pali, the preferred target. The AMXs are moving in though, they have to be careful. Pali gets taken out. This might not have been the best coordinated match. Mainly because of the guns that are now... Basically Marco is very low on HP, but so is Kuyo, and he gets taken out. So that's 2 guns gone for no guns on Asp sides so far. There you go. Marco has been taken out. Swisspot not looking to help. Delirium is going to get taken out as well. 3 guns gone for Till. Asp is really biting back. They get it on points because of the kills. Asp, you beauty! Fantastic this. And now we also have a Jack. I'm going to guess that their games are over. But we also have a Jack now in the chat. And Jack is of course Wildpond's help. I told you to subscribe to him before. But these games are so close. It's fantastic. Like I said, I will always happily stream games like this. I will get it up in any time. if need be. Ah. Beautiful. 2-3 right now. Again, potential match point for Till. That's going to be the case. But if Asp wins the next one, we get a tiebreaker. And how beautiful would that be? So we have Till now ready with an LT, 2 IS7s, a 60 TP, 2 AMX 50Bs, and the trusty Concept 1B again. And on the other side, we see 2 AMX 50Bs, 2 LTs, and 3 IS7s. Oh. Honestly, this is so cool though. Like, if Asp manages to win this is gonna be one of the greatest comebacks ever. Not gonna lie. But beautiful. 25 seconds left to go before we go into the 6th match of this best of 7. And as we've seen, it's not over yet. So let's see. 3 seconds left. And here we go. Honestly, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I'm genuinely, like, more hyped than before. Like, tournament matches are always interesting. They're always fun to watch, because it's what happens when 7 players coordinate together, have tactics that build on each other and everything, and are on voice together, talking and basically making decisions. That is why I love tournaments. But when it gets like this is beauty. And it doesn't matter if one team is like super OP or if they're both or whatever. But when the games are this close, it's so nice. Oop, derpy derp cam. IS7s, capping base C. Till not even going for B though. That's interesting. And we have Itachi being spotted. Neander, not so much though. Base D is being set upon, but no one is there. The LTs are not staying there. And Neander is just holding base B. Base D is now being kept. But pretty much everyone from Till is there, except for the Concept 1B that is holding. And Itachi that is behind the building. The LTs are now running through towards base A. One of them is at least. And that makes sense. You want to get that advantage. Neander having seen the bush fall there. Oof. Does take a hit though. And another one. He has to be careful where he is. And he's decided to drop down, which is probably a very good call. And now we have Asp with 2 caps. Even if they've bled a little bit. And we have Till with only 1 cap. But with an HP advantage. Anything can still happen, but what we've seen these matchups so far is that the team that has to move generally moves too late, and then they just lose too much on points that way. Marco has to be careful. Pulling back a little bit more. They want base C, which makes sense. Iskral is trying for it. And now they're both spotted. Oof, big hits there. This was bait. This was good bait. And they lost a lot of HP for that. The AMX is there. Just kept tracking him though, and Iskral is nearly gone. So that didn't quite work as intended. Even though it seemed to be at the first. Timon. I'm not sure if he's going to try again. Knocking down a tree is not a good idea there. But no, they're not. This is clever though. He's knocking down the trees. It actually looked like an accident before. But he's doing that so that A, it provides more cover, and B, he can't knock it down again. And again, they are trying to trap him, but now Yanitastic is on his own. They have gotten the base though. That is very clever and not at all what Asp intended. Pretty sure. So now it will be very close. Like, points wise, they should get this with 2 bases. Till, I mean. So it will be up to Asp to move into that base C somehow. And try and get it back. Or get kills in. Iskra gets killed there. 200 points versus 600, more than 400 points. If Asp stays alive, if all of them stay alive, then Asp will have this game. Because of that 1 kill. That is very clever. And they're just going to have to protect base A. And I'm pretty sure that Teal is not going to like that. Because they can't really go after base A here. They will need to get the kill. It's going to be very close though, again. But Iskra dying there made all the difference. Sirens going by here. But can you just imagine? Like, we're at 900 points now, near enough. And Asp just has to stay alive. They just have to be careful, and they just have to not let base B be capped. Anastaline has been spotted. Needs to not be there. 920 points. This is so close, guys. And Asp is patiently waiting as Till goes to make their move. But again, they're leaving it too late. Maybe they thought that they could win it on caps. But that's no longer the case though. Even when they get double points, it's not going to be enough. The AMXs are long gone there. The juicy targets are not to be found. All they need to do is stay alive. Piglet needs to be careful. 980 points. They want Marigold. They're going all for Marigold. If Marigold survives a few seconds more. Oh! They get Marigold, and with that, Till gets it. But holy crap, that was close. Wow. They just were. All they needed to do is not have Marigold there. That's the only difference. What games though? Till, Asp, you're both like fantastic. That 1 kill, well, both 2 kills made all the difference here. Iskral. And then Marigold. Absolute beauty of a game. So I believe that that is it for tonight. Let's actually have a look. So Asp is out. Chard is out. Phoenix is out. And MFG is out. The rest is still going, and they will continue tomorrow. And of course, I will be there to stream that for you too. So I'm going to start you another replay. And then I'm going to look at the entries for the last giveaway that I did. Let's see. Holy crap though, those games. Fantastic. So let's see. Going to give you that, and then I'm going to look at the going to score. So it was Asp's score that we were going to look at. It's actually hard to see the numbers as well. So the score is 9,000. 219. That's not a high score. But it was a cap gain, so it makes sense. Just going to make very sure that I've got it right. Yeah. 9,919. No, sorry. 9,219. So that's a lot of guessing to be had. Yeah, let this one go on pretty long. Okay. 9,219. So I'm going to copy the guesses then. But wow, what games. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm just letting you listen to music while looking at some epic gameplay from our very own Wild helper. Some pretty close guesses again, though. That's interesting. I always like that. Some very funny names as well. Also, again, for those that aren't winning passes tonight, just be sure that there's like giveaways every tournament stream. So you can still easily win a pass over the upcoming days, because I will be streaming EU and NA. So plenty of time to still win. These games have been absolutely phenomenal though. Also, the reason, by the way, that I stop the guessing like a game before it actually starts is because basically I don't want players from the team to be able to tell people what the score is either. Okay, so next time I really need to not have it be this long that I let people guess. But you did see some really epic games there though. So let's give you another replay to look at while I'll continue, because there's a lot of text for me to go through. Yeah, I haven't shown you this one yet. Nearly running out of replays. That doesn't work, okay. So let's try this one then. Does this work? Yeah, it does. Loving the reactions in the chat to what happened with Till, I mean. Because wow, those games definitely, yeah. Not many any guesses there anymore. Okay. Now I just need to count the amount of guesses that I've got to make sure that I've got all of them. Also, by the way, if you do want me to show you replays on stream, be sure to submit them on my Discord. I will hand out roles after the stream is over. Because I hand everybody their own... I hand their roles out personally. And that's so that I have a bit of an idea who is there. 1, 2, 3... Let's see... 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, counting for beginners, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Shit! Crap, sorry. Oh dear God, why? And the thing is, who did I miss? I think that might have been you, actually. But that means you did enter twice. Let's see. So we had that one first, then we had Spock. And then we had this one. Pardon my French, by the way. I don't normally cast and just... Ugh. You know? Shouldn't cast, though. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I think that was actually easier than I thought it would be, than I feared it would be. I like how this is not working. There you go. Finally doing something. Okay, so let's count again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm sorry, Bodyan, you are disqualified because you entered twice without deleting your old guess. So that's the thing. Don't think you're close enough to win though, so it should be okay. So now I just need to put them all in the right order. Shall I start another replay while we're at it? Just to entertain you a little bit more. Let's see. I think I showed you literally all of them. I'll show you the T22 again, because that's the earliest one I showed. And that should give me enough time to find the next winners, and then I can go and get some rest. A lot of the guesses very close together again. one guest that is like only a few hundred points away. I think this is going to be more of a who guessed the lowest. All in all. I wish I could trust my brain more often, to be honest. That sounds weird, but the thing is that my brain derps a lot, so I tend to forget things. And it's kind of important to remember things, so there's that as well. Let's see. Like for some I already know that they won't win. But I am putting them in there because just to have like the same order of things. Let's see. Such close guesses though too. Yeah, it really is going to be one of those who guessed the lowest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There we go. Okay, so no one guessed lower than the amount. So basically the ones that are winning this giveaway are Netforce Night Vision, Project Atomic, Bolwan Okrutnik, Anman 1, so you're going to be happy you changed your guess. And Mystic already won one, so I'm going to give it to DVK71. Because Mystic already won it. So that's like easy enough, at least. Don't even need to calculate that because everyone guessed higher. So then it's just like in order of the guesses. So that means that you 5 win. Mystic only doesn't win this one because he already won the other one. So, congratulations to the winners. I'm going to put this also in my Word documents. So, all in all, tonight we have... I'm going to need to go back here. Tembelius, Morinka, Sarsen, Red Thunder and Mystic LV that won, together with Netforce Night Vision, Project Atomic, Bolwan Okrutnik, Anman 1 and DVK 71. So congratulations to all the winners. I will be back for you tomorrow to stream more tournaments and give away more battle passes. I will be streaming EU and NA, so I hope to see you there. Definitely going to be fun. I am looking forward to it. Because especially like if the matches were anything like they are tonight, I'm going to be a very happy streamer. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye!